Let me begin with the introductions. I'll introduce myself. I am Jeff DeLeiser. I am not the chair of this committee. I am the acting chair, so it means I play a chair on TV. Welcome to our October 9th Enforcement Advisory Committee meeting. Just to let you know, the CBA has provided the opportunity for the public to participate via the WebEx platform. When we take public comments, we'll begin by taking public comment for those individuals attending the meeting here in our room in person. And then I will ask the moderator to open up the lines for public comment. The public will be allotted 5 minutes for public comment. Let me turn the meeting over to Ms. Whipley to take a roll and establish a quorum.
Jeff DeLeiser.
Present.
Alan Gittleson.
Present.
Julio Arajita. Laura Ross.
Present.
Robert Rule. Jason Russell.
Present.
Ben Town.
Present.
Michael Williams.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. We'll begin this meeting, as all of them, with the CBA's mission. The CBA's mission is to protect consumers by ensuring only qualified licensees practice public accountancy in accordance with established professional standards. This mission is derived from the statutory requirement that protection of the public shall be the highest priority for the California Board of Accountancy in exercising its licensing, regulatory, and disciplinary functions. Whenever the protection of the public is inconsistent with other interests sought to be promoted, the protection of the public shall be paramount. Moving on to item 1 here of the agenda is public comments for items not on the agenda. So I will take public comment from those in the room. Seeing none. Moderator, will you open the lines for public comment on WebEx?
There are no online participants.
All right, thank you. Moving on to item 2. Will be the 2A, the approval of the minutes for the July 10th, 2025 Enforcement Advisory Committee meeting. Do I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion amongst the committee members? No, I will open it to public comment for those in the room. Again, there are none. Mr. Moderator, are there any members of the public online?
There are none.
Okay. Then we will call for the vote. Ms. Whipley?
Jeff DeLeiser.
Yes.
Alan Gittleson.
Approve.
Julio Arajita.
Approve.
Laura Ross.
Approve.
Jason Russell.
Approve.
Robert Rule. Ben Town.
Approve.
Michael Williams.
Approve.
Motion carries.
All right, moving right along. Thank you, President Tu, for attending our meeting. I will turn the floor over to you for the report from the July 17th and September 18th and 19th California Board of Accountancy meetings.
Good morning, everybody. This is go here? Okay. Oh, good. Once again, good morning. And I have to say, thank you, Carrie, for promoting me to be a CPA on the agenda, because I am a public member and I wish I did get a CPA license, by the way. You are, now that I have been on the board for a few years. It looks like a great career, and I wish I was a CPA. With that said, again, thank you all for being here, and I am the president of the Board of Accountancy, and I will be providing the report for July and September. Starting with the July 17 meeting, the CPA continued discussions on continuing education and approved an additional policy recommendation to allow 2 new activities to earn CE credit hours, which includes participating in standard setting workshops for the CPA exam and participating in a pre-testing for the purpose of calculating time for any formal program of learning. Additionally, the CPA continued discussion on policy recommendation regarding the new education requirement for AB 1175. Staff provided an overview of the CPA's outreach activities thus for communicate communicating information regarding the examination and licensure requirement changes as proposed in the Assembly Bill 1175, which include videos, monthly live question and answer sessions, podcasts, in-person and virtual events, social media posting, and of course, update articles. Now, moving on to our most recent September 18, 19 meeting, the CPA met at the Marriott Burbank. That was quite the drive. It took me 3.5 hours from San Diego to Burbank, but we're used to LA traffics, right? During our meeting, CPA members and staff had the opportunity to conduct an outreach event in the California State University Northridge. We held a presentation where members spoke to students and staff and did several hours of transcript review for the students. Staff reported that the CPA's proposed legislation, Assembly Bill 1175, passed the Senate with a unanimous floor vote on September 2nd and was officially presented to the governor on September 9th. The governor has then 30 days or until October 9th to act on the bill. Of course, I want to share with all of you. Yes, okay, I can share the news. The governor has signed the bill. Yay! Contingent on AB 1175 being enacted into law, which it is law now, we approve proposed regulations and the initiation of a rulemaking to implement the various provisions of AB 1175. The CPA continued its discussion on modernizing continuing education requirements. We had a very robust discussion focused on two main topics. The first was reviewing criteria to ensure CA course providers often offer quality courses and address how CE courses provider can use artificial intelligence in CE course development while ensuring accuracy of content. The second item was the 80-hour CE requirement for active license renewal. Research was presented indicating that virtually all other states also require 80 hours of CE at each renewal or 40 hours per year. However, other professions require fewer than 80 hours for license renewal. Additional research will be conducted on this subject, including obtaining feedback from stakeholders and licensors. The CPA did emphasize that ethics should be regularly taken to ensure licensors are learning and engaging in ethical practices. This topic will continue to be discussed, and a proposal will be presented at a future meeting. Again, we had a very nice, robust conversation on this subject, and I hope all of you that are CPA will provide feedback on this subject as well. During the Committee on Professional Conduct meeting, Mr. Franzella provided a presentation regarding alternate practice structure or APS, which include information about the APS and the evolution of private equity in CPA firms. Mr. Franzella also noted that he was appointed to the NASPA Private Equity Task Force, and he will be participating in panel discussion at the NASPA annual conference regarding this subject, which is coming up in this month, the annual conference. And last but not least, the CPA will hold its next meeting in person in November 20 to 21st at the CPA office in Sacramento. That's my report. Thank you, Acting Chair.
Thank you. Are there any comments or questions from the committee regarding the report? I will open it for public comment on the report. No one of the public here in the room. Mr. Moderator, is that still the case?
No one online.
Thank you. We will move on. Thank you for your report. To item 4, The report of the enforcement chief, Ms. O'Connor.
Thank you. Good morning. The activity report before you today covers the entire fiscal year for 2024-25. The CBA received over 4,600 complaints. The graph on the bottom of page 1 provides a comparison of the total complaints received as of the same reporting period for the prior 2 fiscal years. And on page 2, we've included data on the top 3 complaint types. And as you see, complaints regarding unlicensed activity continues to be the most common complaint type received. Moving on to investigations and investigations pending on page 3, we closed over 5,900 cases with 98% closed within 1 year. And the average days to close investigations was 87 days. Enforcement had a little over 440 cases in its pending investigations inventory, including 2 pending cases over 24 months, which were still being actively investigated as of June 30th. Discipline-related information can be found on page 4 of the report. Looking first at AG referrals, the CBA referred, the correct number is 26. There was a subsequent correction to the year. So 26 matters referred to the AG and filed 34 pleadings. The CBA had 25 matters pending at the AG's office, and the CBA took action on 28 final disciplinary orders. Moving on to citations on page 5. We issued just over 2,000 citations, and 94% of those citations were for due to failing to comply with the 2012 continuing education requirement. We received just shy of 250 citation and fine appeals, and we withdrew or modified 139 citations based on those appeals. In most cases, the licensee either provided new mitigating evidence or complied with the issue that resulted in the issuance of the citation. Page 6 contains information regarding unlicensed activity. We received over 1,800 complaints regarding unlicensed activity and closed over 2,400 investigations for the fiscal year regarding unlicensed activity. And the final area of the report that I'd like to highlight is on page 7, and that is our probation monitoring section. We had 51 licensees on probation with 3 new probationers since the last report. We identified 24 probation violations, with the majority being failing to submit the written quarterly report. That concludes my presentation, and I'd be happy to turn it over to discussion or questions from the members.
When it says renewal deficiency, what do you consider to be a renewal deficiency?
The most common would be the continuing education related issue on their renewal application.
So if it's just a clerical error, do you consider that to be a deficiency? Let me give you an example. Last year when I renewed my license and I attached the printout of my CE, when it got transmitted, it got corrupted or something. And so then I got a letter saying, your renewal didn't go through, but I was still a month ahead of when it was going to expire and renew. So I didn't know if that would fall into this bucket or just kind of go away.
That seems like it wouldn't have resulted in an enforcement case being opened. That was a licensing probably contacted you to gather that information. Therefore, that would not be included in this specific stat. That would not be a referral to enforcement for us to open a case on something like that.
Okay. And then I had another question. It seemed like the number of cases with or referred to the AG, DOJ is going up. Is there a reason for that?
What page are you referring to, Mr. Rule? Page 4?
Yeah.
Are you referring to the AG referrals in that first box for discipline?
The pending AG in the middle boxes, for instance, the 24 months was 4, then 3, and now it's 9. That just seemed like a big jump to me. And I wondered if there was that a staffing issue with them, or you sent more stuff over there, or?
So that's our 12 to 24 month category of cases, and there are several cases in that category that are pending hearings. So there's just several.
It's just normal.
That can happen. Yeah, that number can fluctuate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are my questions. Thank you.
Any other questions? I have one. Do you know off the top of your head how long ago the 20 and 12 requirement became a rule?
I believe it was 2012, 13, 2010.
I find it surprising that we still can't comply to that on a somewhat regular basis, it seems like.
So do all of us.
I have a comment actually on that, on the change in the CE requirements. Maybe we should consider the regulatory review course every renewal cycle versus every 6 years, because that's where we talk about the 20 and 12. I mean, I don't think that's an excuse at all. However, since we've, had this deficiency, maybe additional education. I don't know.
It's a good suggestion. Any other comments or questions? I will open it up to the public for comments and questions on this report. Seeing none here. Mr. Moderator, is there still no one on WebEx?
No one online.
All right, thank you. With that, we'll move forward to item number 5 on the agenda, which is to move into closed session to review and deliberate on enforcement files. Thank you all.